What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Teenage Castaways. And in this video, we're going to be talking about what a sea day is like during a Thanksgiving cruise in November out of New Orleans on days 2 and days 5, coming to Cozumel and coming back from Costa Maya to the port of New Orleans in Louisiana. One thing I'm going to add in this video, besides just talking about the sea days, is what it was like boarding the ship throughout New Orleans and how it was like compared to some other major ports like Fort Lauderdale in Florida and Galveston in Texas. Going through the port and trying to find a parking spot in New Orleans, since it was not a major cruise port for a lot of different companies, had very little options to choose from. Now, going through the port, I don't have any photos really of that because sadly enough, I had a corrupt file on the camera that we were using and it deleted a lot of videos that I had saved. Also, we could not film going through customs and through the checkpoint trying to get on the boat, so I don't have any photos in or videos inside of the actual terminal. But getting on the boat was a actually, I shouldn't say pretty, was a really smooth process. One of the smoothest processes that we've ever had. I don't know if it was a new Royal Caribbean setup or algorithm that they just started using, but I must say I really enjoyed what they had going there. Now, one of the first things we did when getting on the boat was setting up the app, and here you can see some of the activities that are going around the boat day by day. And any activities that you like, you can click on it, it'll tell you some more. You can scroll some down and you can maybe add them to your calendar, and they will show up. If you go onto your calendar, then they'll show up and the time and date when they're happening, so you won't miss a schedule. And it can also show you the full deck plans of the ship. If you ever need help finding anything, it will be there. Like there's the Aura Theater. Overall, it is a great app. I mean, it tells you pretty much everything. Set sail pass and dining, where you're going to be eating, Wi-Fi, any information that you need will be on this app. Now, out of the boring stuff of setting everything up and getting on the boat and all that other stuff, no one really enjoys that. Now we get into the fun part, leaving New Orleans. That was the highlight of my trip, I must say, because you're in a boat, big boat, no matter the size of the boat. It's small compared to what the river is. And we did a full 360. I would show the video, but like I said earlier, I had no video. It got deleted. It was an awesome time lapse of us going down the river, and I wish we still had it. Day 2 is personally my favorite day of the cruise because you know you're still early into it and you know there's still a lot of time left. You get to tour the ship, you get to see what you have ahead of you, and I just love it. And so here's some clips of us touring. As you already saw, you have the Diamond Lounge, the Concierge Lounge. This is on deck 13 of the Radiance of the Seas. Is the Star Quest. That's what it was just there. You have a nice bar up here. It's an awesome seating area. They hold dance for, I believe, just disco dance parties for older ages. There's a piano some girls were playing when we were there. And it's a great area to overview the entire ocean, the boat, see what's happening below deck. We actually sat there during the belly flop contest because it was extremely windy and we didn't want that in our face. And then here's the sports deck, kind of. You can see like this that's the only slide they had on the ship in the play area. And then they were playing pickleball at the time. You can also play soccer and basketball and volleyball, all sorts of that other fun stuff. And then here is the putt-putt. I think it was 9 holes ranging from 2-par to 3-par. Just something fun to get some time, knock out some time. There were no obstacles or anything that would be really fun to have. Like some of the other ships like Liberty of the Seas, Adventure of the Seas, they have like moving obstacles and everything you have to dodge. But each one has like a little lamppost area. I didn't play it at night. I wish I had the opportunity to play it at night. I don't know if they light up or anything. But yeah, you can see the very back of the boat. I love looking at the wake, and there's a beautiful view of the wake. And then it just shows you a little map of the whole, what number it is and what par it is. Walking back towards the front of the ship, You can see already right there, that's the rock climbing course. There's 3 different stages. You have easy, medium, and hard. And they were really fun to do. I actually was able to get on the rock climbing wall, and I was able to do it at port, I believe at Cozumel. Yeah, at Cozumel. And then down one deck below, you have Samba Grill, which is the Brazilian steakhouse. They just kind of bring out food like all over you. I tried to get a view in there, but it wasn't open at the time. But that's kind of what it looks like inside. And then you can see the menu right here. That's what they were kind of serving. And then they just serve it on like big steaks. You tell them what piece you want, they'll get it to your plate. Walking around, more beautiful views. This ship is perfect for Alaska. We did this exact cruise in 2018, an Alaskan cruise, and it was a beautiful ship because of all the views you could have on it. Down below there, you could see that was Windjammer. And then here's the main Centrium again. Right after, this is a day after Thanksgiving. They already decorated for Christmas. And then this was where we spent a lot of our time. This is called Schooner's Bar. It's where they hold the main trivia and games. And then here's once again the Schooner's Bar, the main Centrium Bar. We spent a lot of time right there because it's so pretty, and also you could see that giant champagne glass. And here's walking through Schooner's Bar, kind of what it looks like. It looks like you're in like an old shipwreck. There's Giovanni's kitchen, chef's table, and I believe Chops Grills over here. And it's kind of like a rustic pirate theme, I guess is the best way to explain it. But yeah, it was pretty much always packed. It was a great place. Chops Grill is the right there. You can see what it kind of looks like inside. This is more of the classier steak restaurant. It's an upcharge, of course. And then here's kind of what the menus looks like. And then the dining setup if you wanted to see that. And once again, walking around towards the bar area. That was like kind of our cruise director, but wasn't activity director is the best way to put it. He wasn't a cruise director, but he did all the activities. Here's Giovanni's kitchen, Giovanni's table. It's the Italian restaurant. There's the menu. If you want to take a look at that, pause it, do whatever you would like to it. And then the setup of how the table is. They held a lot of trivia in here. They give you the trivia cards, and once again, really pretty view. Now walking past the giant globe, we're heading into the Colony Club. Now, these are, as you see in the video, one of the pool tables were broken. Me and my sister love playing pool in those. Didn't get a video of the actual Colony Club itself, but it is beautiful in there. It has 2 separate bars. I never really saw anyone in there serving anything, but at the time it was just serving art galleries. And then here is the casino. I believe it's just Casino Royale. That's what they're all called on ships. And there are a lot of slot machines. If you have a gambling addiction, or if you just really love gambling, this is the place you go. There's poker tables, roulette tables, I think that's what you call it, and then just a bunch of other slot machines. And then walking through it, any kid, and no matter the age, you can walk through this. They put it in the middle of the ship. This is all on deck 6. This is like the activity center is deck 6 of the boat. This is where we had a lot of stuff. And then now we're walking towards, this is the Quill and Compass pub. This is where they played the game. Sorry for the shaky video, but this is where they played all the major games, the football games that happened on Thanksgiving. And then you saw the dartboard right there. Walking over here, all the way back right there is the Aura Theater. That is the top level. And then this is the movie theater. You can't see anything now, but I believe I turned the lights on in a second. But yeah, the Aura Theater right there, that's the top level. We liked the top level. It was really nice. We spent a lot of time watching all the shows and everything right there. And then we also played a bingo up there. They had it going. And then here I finally turned on the lights. This is what the cinema looked like It is always packed. If you want to watch a movie on your cruise on the Radiance of the Seas or any really Radiance class cruise ship, get to the cinema early. It gets packed really early. If you really want to watch a movie, like I never watched Minions Rise of Gru coming up to this cruise, and I had to get in there 15 minutes early to watch the movie, and then here's the TV that shows what they're playing. Yeah, coming into Aura Theater, and then that's one of the like I believe that's the front lobby of elevators. They had these really cool spinning like prism things that were really fun. I don't know how they don't break, but yeah, Aura Theater was quite small. As the maroon seats right there are reserved for suite guests. But yeah, it was a beautiful ship. There's a lot to do on it. I would not recommend it to first-time cruisers with Royal Caribbean. Go on one of the bigger ships first, see all the activities they offer, and then you can go on these ships because you know how Royal Caribbean is set up. The first sea day on day 2 had some pretty rough seas. I think we're going through 9 to 12-foot waves. And smaller ship comes a little bit of rockier, as you can see out the window right there. I'm showing around the elevator shaft. This was in the centurium of the ship, but it was pretty views. And then here's the waves. They were really rough. We were going through some weird weather throughout the time. Day 5, however, I'll show you right here, had completely different ideas. It was crystalled water. I rarely ever see this coming on cruise in the Gulf. I mean, it had smooth water, beautiful sailing. I don't even think there was a wave nearby. And really the next days just consisted of playing some pool and that really weird pool table that moves to the ocean. And then see Maddie and I were playing right there. Watching some shows, trying to catch a movie, and trying to find ducks around the ship. Oh, and you can't forget your sister secretly recording you when you have no clue what is happening. Yeah, but overall, I love this cruise ship. I love the cruise itself, and I loved all the memories that I made with my family on it. Now, the next video will be Maddie talking over what it was like at Cozumel and Costa Maya at a day at port, and what's the best activities to do to save you money and have a best experience possible for your cruise. And make sure to like and subscribe the video so you can continue seeing more content like this coming in the future. See y'all.